This is a penny, and today I'm going to try to trade it to the most expensive Lego set in the whole entire world. Rule number 1, all profit must come from the penny. Hey man, do you have anything I could give you for this penny here?
Hey, I think I got something for you. How
Yeah?
about we do a free Lego minifig?
Free Lego minifig?
Yes, sir.
Oh, nice. We ended up getting this Gandalf, but he's missing his hairpiece. Rule number 2, everything must be listed on eBay. On my store. Rule number 3, if I fail, I have to get a buzz cut. But why? No, but actually, why in the world out of the 20,573 individual sets Lego has made would I pick this one? The year is 2003. Lego is doing it all. Video games, theme parks, and even TV shows. They have also secured licensing deals with the NBA, NHL, Sony Spider-Man, Lucasfilm Star Wars, Warner Bros. Harry Potter, Universal's Jurassic Park, Disney, and even Bob the Builder. It was too much. Lego had taken on $800 million in debt. They were on the verge of bankruptcy. Then there it was, the ultimate playset, 10123 Cloud City. Included was the first minifigure to ever feature arm printing. Even so, no one bought it. Now this set was a Lego store exclusive, meaning you can only buy it in one of 24 locations worldwide. You could also buy it online, but because nobody was shopping online back in 2003, these features have caused this set to raise over 8,000% in price, causing it to be one of the most notorious Lego sets of all time.
And that's why I picked it.
And it looks like our Gandalf figure sold for $8.88.
Now I'm going to show y'all how I'm going to find the next item. So we're on eBay here, and I'm going to type in Lego clone because those are good to resell. But look, here's one. Here's a 501st Trooper, and if we go to buy it now, so you see that it falls right within our budget. Let's check out.
And $8.67 later, we have our figure. He is from the 2020 501st Battle Pack, which was very, very popular. Now let's take some pictures, list him, and sell him for $12.99. After fees, $11.90. Boom, look what I just found. I mainly got this lot for this dark blue astromech droid from the Jedi Scout Fighter from 2014. And because astromechs are so popular, it makes sense that this figure is worth $20. And because so, I sold it for $18.95, after fees, $17.31. Look what I just bought. I saw something in this listing nobody else did. See this guy right here? Well, he's one of the most expensive droid figures that you can find. This Super Battle droid came in the Republic gunship from 2002 in this awesome pearl sand blue color, which weirdly does not match to how he appeared in episode 2. Sadly, the one that we got is missing one arm, but it still ended up selling for $22.99, leaving us after fees with $19.93. Next, we ended up snagging this lot for $19.73, mainly because it included these 3 Lord of the Rings orcs. And because of the recent Lord of the Rings sets Lego has made, these figures have surged in popularity and price. Because so, they sold for $66 and after fees, $54.36.
Several days later.
I just bought 3 figures for my friend for $54.
We have General Grievous right here. He ended up selling for just 31 cents, which causes us to have a loss of $2.42, which sucks. But luckily, Pre Vizsla from his Mandalorian Starfighter from 2012 sold for $69.99, leaving us $57.22. Along with our Watto, who came in the Sith Infiltrator from 2015, who sold for $19, leaving us $13.64. And I went ahead and bought the next item. And right off the bat here, we got an OG Boba Fett and Gamorrean Guard, along with Lando and Han. All these figures came in Jabba's sail barge from 2006. Altogether, this is a pretty expensive set, so it makes sense that all of them sold for $66.34. There was also an OG General Grievous in there that we ended up selling for $11.33. And with that, we just passed $100. Woohoo! Hopefully you can tell by now I'm kind of a pro at this kind of stuff. But then we had to go make things complicated. Wait, no, but
I just found something like crazy. I'm scrolling right and I see this. Now, it may look like there's nothing there, but if you zoom in up at the top right here, you can see the old Jango Fett, and then if you go over here, you can see the old Watto. There's also Jedi Bob. I'm hoping I get this. I'm getting really anxious right now. 8, 7, 6, 5. Alright, I'm in bed. Alright, I'm winning. Oh, shoot. Oh.
Look at this bozo. Well, I guess it's a pretty cool lot. With the Jango Fett that came in as Slave 1 from 2002, Watto that came in Watto's Junkyard from 2001, Jedi Bob with these original P1 clone troopers that came in the 2002 Republic gunship. But it just put me in the whole $330.87. I guess I'll just add some interest as punishment. All that I can do now is list this stuff and hope it sells.
Oh, shoot.
I'm debt free. We ended up making $529.22 off of all the stuff from last video, which lets us pay off the debt of $340.79 that we racked up from last video, leaving us $188.43. And look what I was able to buy for just $181.23. A big box of Lego. But to save y'all some time, here's everything sorted, with some sets built as well. So first, let's go through the figures. First up here we have Luke and Yoda from the X-Wing set with Yoda's Dagobah Hut from 2003 and re-released in 2004. Then we have OG Greedo that came in the 2003 Mos Eisley Cantina, along with some figures from the prequels, some original trilogy figs, some Hoth Rebel figs, some miscellaneous parts that include that incredible double-sided General Grievous cape, some various R2s, these Ferrari drivers, some Indiana Jones figs, these Jack Stone figures, these NBA figs, along with some other various figures. I was only able to build and partially complete 10 sets. They include 2 TIE Interceptors, one being complete and one missing one wing. Next is a partially complete 2004 Snowspeeder. Then we have a 2006 V-Wing, which is complete. Here's a 2007 complete droid battle pack with its predecessor, the 2007 clone battle pack. Then we have a partially complete 2005 Clone Scout Walker. This is a mostly incomplete Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter with hyperdrive booster ring from 2007. Then here's the X-Wing with Yoda's Dagobah Hut, along with an extra incomplete X-Wing. Here's an incomplete General Grievous chase from 2005, and lastly a dewback. That's all listed in my eBay store.
I just found one of the craziest lots I've ever found on eBay. But first we made $412.79 from the items that we sold from last video. But we ended up spending $345.35 on this crazy lot.
I still can't believe I got this for so low, especially since there are some very expensive sets in here. And if you can't already tell, these sets are an array of LEGO modulars. And if you don't already know, a LEGO modular is modular in nature and can be taken apart and put back together in different sections. These sets are also infamous for selling for exorbitant amounts of money, ranging from being worth $200 to $1,000. And in this lot, we ended up getting 4 of these. The first one being is the Fire Brigade from 2009. The next is the Grand Emporium from 2010. Then the Pet Shop from 2011. And to round it off, the Town Hall from 2012. Putting us at a potential value of $1,500. But there is a catch. This is that the owner really did not take care of his sets. This can be seen from the broken pieces, dust, and holes in various parts. The holes are because he rigged up lights to the buildings. And because I cannot simply piece together these sets from the chunks, I'm going to be taking them all apart piece by piece. And after I took them apart, I washed them because they are still pretty nasty. After they were dry, I sorted them all into the respective color and piece type. Then I put them in groups with each of their respective set. And while I was inventorying each piece, there was one problem: missing pieces. And this is mainly because of all these broken pieces. But how did these pieces get broken like that? And why would you drill those pieces? And the one that hurts the most is this $30 piece. Along with these expensive base plates, there's also a pile of shattered bits. I was able to save some sun damage pieces with hydrogen peroxide, but in total there are 76 pieces missing, so I printed out a list of them and I brought them to Bricks and Minifigs to see what pieces we can find.
2 hours later.
We're leaving with some goodies. And we ended up getting 32 of the 76 that we needed, putting us at just below halfway. And now this is where Bricklink will come in, and we will now need to take that $67.44 and spend it on these 44 missing pieces. I was only able to get the pieces for the Grand Emporium for $22.65 and the Fire Brigade for $33.95.
And with those pieces, we were able to build up the incredible Grand Emporium
with these awesome revolving doors, along with this pantsless figure, this billboard, and minimal interior with some cool little details. Also with the attachment to our other module, the Fire Brigade. This set has an awesome fire truck, ping pong table, firefighter pole for them to slide down to, and this cool bell, along with all the figures to each of these sets. And we were able to 100% complete both of our first 2 sets out of our 4 modulars.
I got the Grand Emporium and Fire Brigade listed, and we ended up selling the Fire Brigade for $315, allowing us to buy those missing pieces for the Town Hall and Pet Shop. The missing pieces for the Town Hall cost $81.91, and the missing pieces for the Pet Shop cost $21.91. And after building up both of these incredible sets, we are left with $223.57.
The Town Hall, with its corporate-like interior, innovative windows, and awesome elevator, I listed for $564.95. And like the
others, the town hall can connect to our next modular that we completed, the pet shop, with its conservative interior and its awesome pet shop section. I listed for $169.95. And just before I shipped out the fire brigade, I wanted to admire the beauty of them all together, and now I can finally see why people like these so much. And with our last $223.57, I ended up buying something for $215.83. And as you can see, we ended up getting an ultimate trio slow cooker. So right off the bat here, we have an AT-AT, the 2005 Turbo Tank, an incomplete Sandcrawler, clone gunship, no figures, and the prize, Cloud City. So now I'm gonna try to get all those sets built up for y'all. Sadly, I was not able to complete the gunship and the Sandcrawler or this AT-AT. I was able to complete the 2005 Clone Turbo Tank. Our main set here is Cloud City. Now, it's surreal to even have this,
But we're still missing the figures. It's over here. It's all in these big tubs. So I'm gonna take them out of here, put them in my car, and we'll see what we got when we get back.
and we're back, so let's see what we got.
And here's the inside of one of the tubs with all the pieces sorted by color, which is really helpful. Here's a bag of animals, which is pretty cool. But here's where all the money is in, the figures. And luckily most of the parts are sorted out, like the legs, heads, guns, and droids. And then there's some bins of miscellaneous figures, like this one and that one. After sorting everything out, here are the highlights from all the figures. First up here we have Dark Forest Man 1 and Dark Forest Man 2 that appeared in the Dark Forest Fortress from 1996. Then we have the Horse Barding that appeared in the Emperor's Stronghold from 1999. Spider-Man 2 Balaclava Face that appeared in Spider-Man's First Chase from 2003, along with 3 chewed up bodies from the Spider-Man 3, 2 light up lightsaber Darth Vaders that appeared in the TIE Fighter from 2005, the OG Kashyyyk Scout Trooper from the Clone Turbo Tank from 2005, Phase 1 Commander Fox from the Separatist Spider Droid from 2008, OG Bluish Gray Boba Fett's from the Jabba Sail Barge from 2006, and the second edition of the Slave One from 2006 as well. And all the clones to the 2014 Utapau Troopers Battle Pack, all the clones to the 2014 Kashyyyk Trooper Battle Pack, all the clones to the 2015 Geonosis Troopers Battle Pack, the Clone Arc Trooper Hammer from the Elite Clone Trooper and Commando Droid Battle Pack from 2012, Shock T from the 2011 T6 Jedi Shuttle, and Count Dooku from his Solar Sailor from 2009, along with a ton more clones and droids, various miscellaneous pieces, and a large bin of fake clone troopers. So there's all the figures I got from my friend for $500, but we still have $462.39, and I'm done buying from friends and eBay, so I'm gonna take this money to Goodwill. But wait, Goodwill takes all of its Lego and lists it on online auctions all on their app, which sucks is what I would say if I didn't find and buy this crazy listing. Right off the bat here, we can see a $50 JDX, and assuming that this clone captain over here has his helmet piece, he is also worth around $50. Then if you look right here, you can see the emblem on this horse barding that is worth $55. And when it arrived, it turns out I was right. Here is the JDX, here is the barding that came with a knight who is worth $90. And then here's our clone captain along with all the other figures that came in the 2013 Clone Gunship. There was also a good amount of dwarves and figures from Lord of the Rings. Here is a clone 212th Airborne Trooper from the 2020 General Grievous' Starfighter, and these figures from Batman 1 are a personal favorite of mine, with a blue Batman and Scarecrow almost 70. Both of these Anubis Guards from the Scorpion Pyramid from 2011 are worth $40 each. And there's everything we got for $960. Everything sold like crazy that I listed, helping us get even closer to our end goal. But it all ended up coming down to this last auction. I had put a ton of Star Wars minifigures in an auction. It ended up having 74 watchers and going for $861. After fees, $741.26, shooting us into the range to afford a Cloud City for a good deal. So I started looking for one, and then one fateful night, He wants to return it? I can just sell it again, I thought to myself. I can just sell it again. The guy said that 60% of the minifigures are damaged and worthless. This was not stated in the listing. In reality, like 20% were damaged, and I had no way to describe every figure's condition out of almost 200 figures up for sale. So I accepted the return and accidentally, along with sending him the return shipping label, sent him all his money back before he shipped it. Then I sent him a message. Hey, when do you think you'll have this shipped? You sent a refund and didn't send a label? Didn't think you wanted it back. Then I sent him the label and told him I messed up and told him what my intentions were. I reached out to eBay, but they couldn't help me. He never responded back. We had failed. I completely forgot about the Cloud City build. We sold it for $334.29, putting us back in the game. This is the listing to do it. With me winning it for $880.55, I asked him, what is the backstory of how you got this set? And he said he found it at a yard sale. That's some generational luck right there. But there was one problem, no Boba Fett, which meant I had to go on a Bricklink and flesh out $930.29 to get one. Wee, the package has arrived from Victoria, British Columbia. I never thought I would get this in a million years. And having it so far has really made me appreciate the significance this set has in LEGO's history and as a symbol of accomplishment of all the hard work we put into this challenge.
First of all, I want to preface that I took big inspiration from Ryan Trahan's Penny series. Second of all, the reason I did all this was to show y'all that you can do anything that you work hard at. Heck, look at me, I collected all of this starting from nothing.
So go out there and try, because it might just work out.